Tonight we talk about why simple traders last longer in the Aftermarket Stock Lounge.
Markets close, but we don't sleep. Dreams still trade while the numbers creep. Lights go low and the stars all gleam. Welcome to the aftermarket dream. Yeah, yeah, well, we hang free. Tickers glow in the city light. We're the ones who move at night. Buy that dip, chase that high. Stack that hope, just justified. No suits, no ties, just faith and speed. Trading hearts and a hunger to lead. We don't wait for the world to agree. We make our mark where we hang free. Welcome to the aftermarket party. Where the bulls and the dreamers get gnarly. Flashing screens, champagne and steam. Building the American dream. Buy low, hold tight, move steady. Midnight trade, lights heavy. Welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free. Where we hang free. Hang free. Hang free.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts. Why is that my name? Because J&J stands for Judd and James, which is Jen and I's last names. And we're video editors, right? And life is not about just what happens to you, it's about how you react to it. So that's why the name J&J Video Reacts. And either way, I am reacting to the fact that American Dream Trading has changed my life in so many ways in the past 3 years. And I want to give a shout out to all the entire community. I love all of you, but especially Coach Chad Christian, who founded American Dream Trading 5 years ago. And he went live 3 years ago, August 1st. He went live on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, you name it. He went live and changed so many lives, literally one trade at a time, with his simple strategies. He made it easy for a caveman to learn how to trade. I mean, I hate to steal it from Geico, sorry, but it's true. He taught, and let me make sure my mic is on here. He taught me, he taught several, in fact, he has created so many people that are now financially free that I'm losing count. And yes, and I'm talking seven figures, not to mention the countless that have retired, right? Now, don't come at us for receipts because these people like their privacy. So, we can't dig into their financials, but this is what our members have told us. They have profited. And we're not tax or financial advisors over here. Everything you hear is strictly for training and educational purposes only. So, but you can join if you'd like to learn. We learn via live Zoom call. Every morning, Coach goes live from 9 to 11. If you'd like to join, go ahead and join our free Discord. The link is pinned to the top of the live chat. You can go over to our free Discord and get a link to the free workshop that is going to be held on January 22nd. There it is. Start your day trading journey. It's going to be 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. And here's the thing. Those simple strategies, which is, what we're going to talk about tonight, are why why so many traders have learned how to be successful at this. Because it is a game of rules, it is a mental game, and it is something that if you don't master those aspects of it and grow some patience, you're not going to do very well. So, but before we jump knee deep into it, do me a favor, hit that like button, share the content out, and hit the subscribe. We are trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, and we are pushing steadily towards it with 17,640 paper towel, 640 subscribers, right? 2360 to go, gang. And we will be there at the 20K. I know we can do it. We got this far, right? So make sure you are handling your business. Now, as far as joining American Dream Trading, all you have to do is click the link pinned to the top of the live chat, which is none other than americandreamtrading.com. And if you go over there right now, we have our basic membership, which was $500 3 years ago, but is now $1,250. That's right. It was $500, then it went to $750, and then it has steadily progressed to where it's now over $1,200. But the cool thing is about that is this.
3 years ago, our founding members locked in premium membership for only $500 a year, and they still pay that today. We haven't offered that price since then, until now. Right now, we're opening up that same founding member pricing. It's only $500 for your first year. That's over half off, but it gets even better. With this throwback deal, you're also getting your second year for only $250. That's 2 full years of premium for just $750 total. After that, it renews at just $500 a year. As long as you keep your membership active, get this, that founding member pricing is yours forever. We don't know when or if we'll ever do this again. So if you've been waiting for the right moment, this is it. Visit americandreamtrading.com and lock in your founding member pricing today. It's time to stop watching from the sideline. We want you in the room. We'll see you on the inside.
Lock it in, gang. Lock in that member pricing. That throwback is what it is, right? That's a throwback. That's what you call a throwback. So shout out to Coach. He is honoring that pricing again. We don't know how long it's going to last, so take full advantage of it. And then if you'd like to upgrade, there is the VIP membership where you get more training. Obviously, if you're paying more, you're going to get more, right? So you get more training with the VIP membership, and that covers not only the live Zoom call, but it covers workshops, and it covers extra training that you normally wouldn't be privy to. But even with the premium, you're getting IPO center, you're getting hot stock picks, pre-market setup, all of that, right? And with the VIP, if you add on the gold membership, which is gold VIP, you get weekend training as well as 2-3 days a week. We do extra gold breakout rooms. So you're getting training on top of training on top of training. But I tell you what, nothing's going to beat this free workshop. So if I were you, I would go ahead. It's free, gang. You cannot beat free, right? And not only is it going over basic strategies, and yes, I'm beating a dead horse. It is dead. Why? Because it is absolutely necessary, gang, right? If you are somebody who is struggling financially and you're looking to get ahead, you're looking for ways to supplement your income, you are stuck in a dead-end job and you're looking for ways to get out of that or retire that job. You might be a truck driver who's ready to be home with the family. You might be somebody who's retired, who's looking to build onto your retirement. You might be a parent who wants to spend more time at home with their kids. Trading fits a lot of lifestyles. And and the cool thing is you can learn how to do it anywhere. We've had members in here that have made thousands of dollars while they were on vacation on a cruise ship. You can take it anywhere, gang. So if you don't know how to trade, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Everybody these days is learning how to trade. So you might as well come to people who have, coach has got 34 years experience. That's a lot better than a lot of these TikTokers you see out here that are 15, 16, well, 18, 20 years old, maybe. Can't be 15, 16, but and trying to make you believe that they know what they're talking about. And at the same time, they're losing money, right? Coach knows what he's doing. So come on over here and learn from somebody who has expert guidance. And all you have to bring is your curiosity, right? So let's get into tonight. Simple traders last longer. Tonight we talk about why simple. All right, let's turn that down. And I see we got Jeffrey in the house. Welcome, Jeffrey. I see we got Bayside Jim is down there. What's up? How are you guys doing? Hello, ADT family and friends. And Bayside Jim said, so who is going for burgers today? Well, if you go for a burger from me, Jim, make sure that it's an Impossible Whopper from Burger King. That's the only burger that I eat. And right now I'm not eating any of that. But if I were, that's what I would eat. $7.50 is about $1 a day for all this knowledge. Yeah. Well, it's 365 days a year, right? So what? $2 a day, maybe? Close to it, right? $2 a day. You're learning. Well, 20 days in a month. Work the math out. It's cheap. It's nothing to pay for the PhD level education that you get in this room. I can tell you that right now. And there are people out there who are giving you much less content and charging you a lot more. So you do the math. What makes sense? I tell you what, that class should be packed. Of course. Yeah, you know me, right? Vegan. Gotta go vegan. All right, so let's get into it, gang. Okay, so let's start with the first slide. Okay, simple traders last longer. Oh, I figured out what I'm doing. I am leaning on the keyboard when that happens. Okay, so, and I don't need the keyboard, so why don't I do this? Why don't I just get it out of the way here? There we go. Simple traders last longer. And we know that because we've seen people win constantly with Coach's simple strategies, right? His entries, his exits, the break and hold of the 9, double tops, double bottoms, break and hold of structure. Very simple strategies that all you need is patience and discipline to follow them, right? Okay, so if you cloud up your screen with indicators, more indicators equals more confusion. Would you guys not agree? Chart and Soul, what's up, babe? How are you? Welcome to the show. So yeah, more indicators equals more confusion. Confusion creates emotion. And haven't we talked about emotional trading versus mechanical trading? You can't trade emotionally, gang. I know we're human beings, but we got to learn how to curb that urge to trade with so much emotion, right? There is, coach teaches us if you go in with a smaller position size, that is one of the best ways to control your emotions. Isn't that right, guys? Down in the chat, coach trains us to go in small in order to let the trade work. That's so funny. I did a short today on that, right? Go in small and let it work. If not, you're going to be going in heavy and you're going to be scared and you're going to be itchy and scratchy, as David likes to say, and you're not going to let the trade do what it needs to do. So confusion creates emotion. If you have your screen clouded up with too much stuff, if you got too many different strategies going on in your head, you're going to be confused, and confusion creates emotion, and you're going to trade emotionally, which is a no-no, right? Emotion breaks discipline. Emotion causes you to break discipline because why? If you have yourself caught up in a trade where you have gone in too heavy, you're going to sit there and you're going to watch the trade go against you, and it's just going to be a simple pullback. It's not even going to be a full reversion, and you're going to jump out, and then the trade is going to slingshot back in the way that you were originally in there, in your direction. But why did you get out so early? Why did you panic sell? Because you were in too heavy, because you were emotional, right? So keep the emotion down, and you can follow the discipline a lot easier. Simple rules create clarity. Would you guys agree with that down there in the chat? Yep, 2 years for 750 base. I did. Two simple eight simple rules, right? Simple rules create clarity. Clarity builds confidence. So if you're clear on everything, and if you have absolute clarity, and you know your entries, meaning you wait for your setup, whatever that may be. If you're a 2-minute EWO strategy player, then you know to wait for that second candle or that first candle that's larger than the others before it, as long as it's not at some type of gold level or at the top of the progression channel. You know, clarity builds confidence. Break and hold of the 9. Mark gets in when the second candle holds over the 9 with conviction, not just stutter stepping. It has to have conviction. That is his lock, stock, and barrel. That is his entry. He goes in when it breaks and holds the 9 indicator, right? Period. End. There's no two ways about it. Unless he has some levels marked out that he's waiting for it to pass because they're close. If those levels are there and he's still got room, that thing breaks and holds the 9, he's in. There's no hemming and hawing. He has mastered that strategy because he has made it clear that that's what he's going to do each time. And he's proven it to himself over and over and over, as have many others in here. Maria, Richard, Palm, F2, right? Me, David, right? We have proven to ourselves that if you stick with the same strategy over and over and over and over and over again, it works, right? I made $58 yesterday on IWM. I made $60 today on IWM. Simple strategy. I waited for a break and hold and for it to stair step to the upside, and I made a quick $60. I went back to editing. I'm not in this to make a lot of money. I'm in this to learn the process, which will eventually lead to financial freedom. But you've got to get clear, and clarity builds confidence, right? Confidence comes from reps. So that's what I'm talking about. You got to be consistently doing the same entry over and over and over so that you know what it looks like, gang. If you do a different strategy every day, or you just jump in willy-nilly without having a clear direction of what you're looking for, or a clear roadmap or picture of what your perfect setup is. Some people's perfect setup isn't the next guy's setup. Some people only play double tops and double bottoms. Some people only do break and hold of the 9. Some people only do 2-minute EWO. Some people only swing to whatever your strategy is. That's what you have to do on a consistent basis over and over and over and over and over. From that, you will build confidence that you know what you're doing each time you do it, because you've done it a million times. So confidence comes from doing it over and over and getting it right. You're going to get it wrong the first few times. Keep doing it till you get it right, if that's the strategy that you're comfortable with. Find who you are as a trader, which will match your personality, and then find the strategy that will fit that particular type of trade, and just do it over and over again. Confidence builds reps, one setup, one plan. We just talked about that, right? One setup, one plan, consecutively, over and over again. I've heard people in here say they've taken 100 trades in a day. Well, if you took 100 trades in a day, did you take the same exact trade the same exact way each time? Because if you did, you had a hell of a day. If you didn't, and you just traded 100 entries, 100 different entries, and you came out red, there's something wrong with that. It means you're not doing one setup and having one plan. The sooner you get that, the simpler your life will be as a trader. And then, at the topic of tonight's conversation, simple traders last longer. You're not going to be apt to quit if you stop jumping around and doing different things and different strategies. You got to repeat the same thing over and over, much like I'm doing with this lesson. More trades does not equal more profits. Did we literally just talk about that? 100 trades doesn't equal more money unless you did it the right way, and you did it each time the same way, and you came out green. Now, every now and then you will, because nothing's guaranteed. Sometimes market conditions change, a news catalyst may come in there, and that same strategy won't work, right? Even though the setup is the same. You're going to have red trades, gang. That's part of trading, right? As long as you're not having red days. Give you an example, right? Yesterday, I got in a trade, and I got in, and I saw the trade going to the downside. It was stair-stepping down steadily. It had broken held the 9, and I got in, and it started to reverse. And next thing I know, it's going up 2-3 candles. I get out for a $32 loss, right? But the setup was correct. So the next time I saw that setup, I did it again, and I ended up making $82. So I made the $32 back. Actually, no. I made $58. So whatever 32 plus 58 is, right? That's what is that, 90? So I made $90 on that trade because I made my 32 back plus 58 on top of it. But it proved that if you do it over and over and over and over again, which today I saw the same setup, and it's weird because the same exact thing happened, right? But this time I was up 60. So it just must be meant for me to do $60. I'll take it. It doesn't matter what I make. What matters is that I made a green trade, right? You're going to have red trades, but if you take the same setup the same way each time and you master it, you're going to come out green more often than not. So in this game, less is more, guys. Less is more. Speaking of which, please don't forget to like the video, share the content, and subscribe. Thank you very much. That's where we were. All right, so less is more. So less thinking, better execution. If you don't have to think as much, then you can just focus on the trade. And let me tell you what helps you, what makes you think. If you keep looking at your P&L, doesn't that evoke emotion? Doesn't that evoke thought? Which is, oh yay, I'm making a lot of money, or oh shit, I'm losing money, or hey, I'm making too much money, so let me hurry up and get out and take my profit. All of those are thoughts that are evoking feed and greer. I started to say feed and greer. Fear and greed, gang. You need to replace that with discipline and patience, right? So if you are into heavy, or if you're jumping around with strategies and you can't figure out what you're doing, you're going to be doing a lot of thinking. But if you do it consistently over and over again, the strategy that you have picked, and preferably with the same stock over and over again, it helps that I know IWM's behavior like the back of my hand, right? So I know when it's about to break out. I know what a breakout looks like, and usually about how long it lasts, and usually what time of days that tends to happen, right? You learn that, just like our Apple whisperer, David. He knows Apple better than he knows his own name. And because of that, he trades it accordingly, and he can trade the same setups over and over and over again, right? So not so much thinking. A little more execution. Don't stare at your P&L and get these thoughts and doing all the things. Less thinking. Look at your trade. Look at that screen. What are the candles telling you? Think about that. That's what, if you're doing any thinking at all, you should be thinking about what setup is happening on the screen in that moment. Survive first. Save your capital, gang. You should be worried more about holding on to the capital that you already have so that you're not losing it. Because it's better to sit out and not take a trade than to lose all of your money and not be able to trade anymore. Right? So survival of the fittest. Make sure you're using proper risk management when you're in these trades. You have your stop losses. And if you don't see a setup, don't be in the trade. If it's choppy, if there's something going on that you can't fit, don't get in it. If it's not clear, remember we talked about clarity. If it's not clear, don't trade it. Survival is key. And survival means preserving your capital, as much of it as you can, so that you can build on it. Compounding. Maria, you like that? And trade another day, right? If you don't thrive, you won't survive, right? And if you're, yeah, we're gonna end the rhyme there. Quit while I'm ahead, right? Simple is sustainable, right? If you try to ride the high tide, listen, Pink Floyd said it best. And what did they say? It's my favorite song. It's like my favorite line of this favorite song. If you ride it, oh my God, no, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Mark would shoot me if he were here right now. Balance on the biggest wave, you race towards an early grave, right? Long you'll live and high you'll fly, but only if you ride the tide. Balanced on the biggest wave, you race towards an early grave. That is from Breathe, right? Breathe, gang. Simple is sustainable. You cannot sustain those big waves unless you have a big account. And you're only in it when you have a big account for a few. They don't sit in trades when they trade heavy. I've said this before. Long money equals short trades. Short money equals longer trades. Equals wait for the proper setup so that you know that it's going to be a longer trade. Chop is not a long trade. Chop is quick up down movement that is meant for scalpers and channel traders, not people who have to sit in it for a little bit longer to make some money because their account is under X amount of dollars, right? So simple is sustainable. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss it. And I think that might be, yeah, that was the last one. So simple traders last longer. Those are the reasons why. If you don't, you will die an early death in this game. I hate to put it that way, but it's true. It is true. It's just not cool. Who do we got? All right, we got JP in the house. What's up, JP? Bucko, got any grapes? You like feeding Greer? I got a little tongue tied there, JP. Yep. All right. So if we don't have anybody that's coming in on the panel, we've got about 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and end it a little bit early because I have got a lot of workshop videos to make. I came up with a fantastic idea, Coach, if you're watching. So we're gonna try to do a whole bunch of shorts tonight. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I think you'll like it. So gang, thank you for being here. I hope you guys liked what we did tonight, talking about simple is better. Simple traders last longer. Remember, you got to do that. You gotta watch your Q's and Q's, not your P&L, right? I'm just coming up with them, Maria. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you all so much. Don't forget to make sure that you're getting over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Now, if you sign up and you use the code DAWN for Dawn, you will get 10% off of anything that you sign up for, with the exclusion of mentorships. So right now, we've still got the diamond on sale for $5,000. If you get the diamond while it's on sale using code Dawn, you will get a 10% discount. 500 blickies off of there, right? If you sign up for the workshop, it's 10% off. Oh, wait, you can't get 10% off because it's free, right? Come to the workshop, January 22nd, 4 p.m. Learn from the best. Speaking of the best, we're going to end with Coach's Rules, as we normally do. And this will be your chance to get to see why we learn so much and do so well, and why we keep it simple. Guys, have a good night. Peace and blessings, and I'll talk to you mañana.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them, not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management, so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels. chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you helped me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life.